Nikolai Gogol's Dead Souls is a satirical novel published in 1842, considered one of the greatest works of Russian literature. The novel follows the misadventures of Pavel Ivanovich Chichikov, a mysterious and cunning middle-class gentleman, as he embarks on a peculiar scheme across the Russian countryside. Chichikov arrives in a provincial Russian town and quickly ingratiates himself with the local landowners and officials. He presents himself as a polite and well-mannered gentleman, earning admiration from the townspeople. However, beneath his charming demeanor, he harbors a secret plan to acquire dead souls. In 19th century Russia, serfs were considered property and were listed as assets in landowners' official records. However, censuses were conducted infrequently, meaning that even deceased serfs remained on the tax rolls until the next official revision. Chichikov devises a fraudulent scheme to purchase these dead souls, deceased serfs who still exist in bureaucratic records, from landowners who wish to be rid of the tax burden. By acquiring these names at little to no cost, he plans to use them as collateral to obtain a massive loan from the government, presenting himself as a wealthy landowner with vast holdings. Chichikov visits several eccentric landowners, each representing a different aspect of Russian society and serving as the target of Gogol's satire. Manilov is a sentimental and overly idealistic landowner who is polite but vacuous. He readily agrees to Chichikov's proposal without fully understanding the implications, seeing it as an interesting business transaction. Korobaka, a cautious and miserly widow, she is suspicious of Chichikov's request and fears being cheated. After much persuasion, she reluctantly agrees to the deal. Nozdryov is a brash and dishonest gambler prone to wild exaggerations and reckless behavior. Unlike the others, he sees through Chichikov's scheme and refuses to conduct business with him, nearly exposing his fraudulent plan. Sobakevich, a shrewd and pragmatic landowner. Sobakevich is more businesslike in his dealings. He sells his dead souls at a higher price, understanding their bureaucratic worth. Plyushkin, a grotesque embodiment of extreme miserliness, Plyushkin hoards wealth but allows his estate to fall into ruin. He eagerly sells his dead souls, further reinforcing Chichikov's success in accumulating names. With a growing number of dead souls in his possession, Chichikov begins to act with increasing confidence, believing himself close to achieving wealth and status. However, rumors of his activities start to spread, sparking suspicion among local officials. The townspeople, initially charmed by his refined manners, turn against him as gossip and speculation run rampant. Some suspect him of being a government spy or a criminal, as paranoia takes hold. A formal investigation into Chichikov's activities begins, forcing him to flee the town in disgrace. He departs under the cover of night, leaving behind unanswered questions and a scandalized community. Commentary: Gogol uses dead souls to satirize Russian bureaucracy, social decay, and moral corruption. The novel critiques the superficiality of Russian society, where appearances and social standing take precedence over integrity and substance. Chichikov's journey highlights the absurdity of a system where wealth and status can be fabricated through deception. Each landowner represents different societal flaws, from Manilov's empty idealism to Plyushkin's excessive greed. The theme of dead souls extends beyond literal serfs. It symbolizes the moral and spiritual emptiness of many characters in the novel. Gogol originally planned Dead Souls as a three-part epic mirroring Dante's Divine Comedy, in which Chichikov undergoes moral transformation. However, he never completed the second and third volumes. The surviving manuscript of Part 2 was burned mainly by Gogol himself, leaving Dead Souls as an incomplete work. Dead Souls is an enduring satire. Its unfinished status adds to its enigmatic appeal, leaving readers to speculate on Chichikov's ultimate fate. Despite its humor and comic elements, Dead Souls carries an undercurrent of melancholy, emphasizing the spiritual emptiness of its world. Gogol's sharp wit and brilliant storytelling make Dead Souls a timeless critique of human nature and social corruption, ensuring its relevance beyond its historical context.